You've got to plan well in advance, especially now, because the production of new cars is still going to continue to be interrupted by this chip shortage through the first quarter. It's not going to go away in the fourth quarter. It's just going to begin to correct. Here, the most important thing I have to say today is you need to plan early for 2022, because it's also going to be a lean year in terms of allocation, probably until the second or third quarter. And that's sort of what Toyota was in agreement on. They're saying they'll probably have cars available at the end of the first quarter, and and they'll make those cars available in what is called the spot market, where you didn't get to order them in advance. But they're saying until then, they don't forecast that they're going to have any extra availability of Toyota products. Right now, they're selling only sold orders. So the cars they're building now are being delivered to dealers for customers that have already put a deposit on the car.
And there is no guarantee that what I'm getting is going to have low enough miles to go on the rental fleet. So I'm buying any delivery vehicle, but yeah, Tallahassee is very limited market. It's impossible for me to get. I have a Ram 1500 T-Rex. It's 2021 with only 200 miles. If anybody interested. Only $115,000.
Bill was here last Friday, and he was saying that their entire organization, they have an 18-day supply of new cars. So that's what most dealers are facing right now. The ones that will have the biggest inventory will be Hyundai and Kia. That's probably the place to put your first attention, because they were all overstocked going into this. So I would certainly put some time in at those dealerships.
Do you guys still buy economy and intermediate size vehicles? I know that everybody's trying to buy SUVs, intermediate SUVs, and that stuff. Are you moving towards that trend, or are you still getting a lot of economies and all that, especially with price difference not that much?
Yeah, we still certainly carry or acquire, compact, economy, intermediate, all those cars are still in demand.
Yeah, and they still rent very well. It hasn't changed the rental demand yet for economy cars. So I wouldn't be opposed to it, but we still buy a lot of them. So we just finished taking delivery of 300 new Hyundai Accents. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of the car for a second. So we're still buying plenty of economy cars.
We just got creative because with the shortage of cars. So for instance, we ordered, I think, 100 something called a Hyundai Venue. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's smaller than the Tucson. It's like a subcompact, sort of the size of the EcoSport. It's actually really more like the size of the old Elantra GT, maybe a hair bit bigger. But anyway, they only come in front wheel drive, but we purposely bought that because it's so small. The Venue as an SUV was actually cheaper to us than the Elantra was. So we said, well, why not buy these and just rent them as compact cars, because they're small anyway. The customer feels like they're getting something because it is technically an SUV, and they're renting at a compact rate. It makes financial sense for us because, again, they're cheaper than the Elantra. So